We are learning more about the 5 people shot outside a funeral home in Indianapolis. It happened yesterday at the Sproul Funeral Home on 30th Street near MLK just after 4:30 p.m. News 8's DEMIE Johnson is live at IMPD headquarters, and DEMIE, police have shared the ages of the other victims.
Yeah, the victims are 49, 31, 21. Those are all men, and then 2 girls who are 16 and 4. At last check, they're all still in the hospital. And earlier today, an Indianapolis church congregation prayed for each of them.
I know many of you heard down the street at the funeral home, there was a shooting.
Praying for shooting victims is not out of the ordinary for Reverend Charles Harrison of the Indy 10-Point Coalition. But Harrison says the situation outside the Sproul Funeral Home hits a little too close to home. He says the victims have family members who go to his church.
You know, I haven't been this troubled in a while, but yesterday, that troubled me to the core. I was beyond saddened by it. I'm troubled by it.
He's not alone. Other community members and city leaders took to social media to share concerns and frustration. FOP President Rick Snyder said in a tweet, "This senseless, violent act has once again brought to the forefront the surging violence we have been facing as a city." He goes on to say our law enforcement professionals call upon our elected officials to get back to basics, stop trying to score political points, and focus on restoring law and order in Indianapolis. Mayor Joe Hogsett also shared a statement saying IMPD and the city of Indianapolis will continue to try every solution, incorporate every best practice we can, but we cannot do it alone. It will take neighbors sharing information, supporting those who are hurting, intervening when someone is heading down a dangerous path. So far, police say the shooter was dropped off in the funeral home parking lot. They say he started talking with someone in a car, they got into a fight, and then someone started shooting. Police have not identified the suspect and say he was gone before officers showed up.
We got to act as a community and say to those out there who have no regard for the sanctity of human life, there's no place for you in this city.
Tomorrow, Reverend Harrison is hosting a peace march starting at 6 p.m. It's at his church, Barnes United Methodist. He says anyone in Indianapolis is welcome to join him. Reporting in Indianapolis, DEMIE Johnson, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
DEMIE, thank you. Sproul Funeral and Creation Care released this statement after the shooting, saying in part, "We are praying for peace and healing for the victims and their loved ones. We are also grateful to law enforcement, public safety, and medical officers for their quick and compassionate response. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement as the investigation progresses."